Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to play around with the Simon Says Stamp Beautiful Butterflies card kit again. So I wanted to make a few cards with you guys today. I'm going to apologize ahead of time because this might be a lengthy video. But I did want to make a few more cards before my next card kit comes in the mail. So I am going to work on some Slimline cards today. They are very popular now, and the cards that I will be making will be fitting an envelope that's 8 3/4 by 7.5, like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I already have my 3-card bases cut, and so next I am going to cut my paper. I found this really nice heavyweight. This is 110-pound cardstock. I found this at Hobby Lobby, and it's like I don't know if they call them shiplap boards or the wood panel look, the wood sheets, but it's a whole pack of different colors, and it's the extra heavyweight. That's 110 pounds, $7.99. At Hobby Lobby, but I got it 50% off because it is by the Paper Studio. So I love this paper. I love the look of this. So I'm going to be cutting the panel for my first card. Like I said, my card measures 8, and the measurements for my card will be 8 3/4 by 7.5. Score it at 3 3/4 to make the card base. So for my panel, I will be cutting this at 3.5 by 8.5 panel. Alright, so this is going to be the panel. You know what? Actually, yeah, we'll go with this. This is going to be the panel for the card. I'm also going to take just a scrap piece of cardstock, and I am going to use this butterfly from the stamp set, and I'm just going to find my stamp block. I'm just going to put that on my block, and I am going to ink that up, and I'm using my VersaFine Onyx black ink, and I am just going to stamp out some of these butterflies. These are so pretty. I love this black ink. It's really dark. Love it. Alright, so it does take a little minute to dry, so you might get some smudging if you accidentally touch it. Okay, so and next I am going to fussy cut these butterflies out. So this is what they look like after I fussy cut them. Alright, so with those being fussy cut, I am going to take my panel out again, and I'm going to use this gold paint marker or paint pen, and I'm just going to add a border around my panel. So I'm just going to go right around it and just color, a border around there. And it don't have to be perfect. The more distressed it is, the better I think the project will be, especially on top of this paint I'm sorry, especially on top of this paper with the wood look and not being super like perfect. I think gold, just gold and silver and metallics, they do make everything seem a little bit more elegant. Okay, so this is what we have. I'm just going to use my towel and wipe that up. Okay. Okay, so next I am going to just place my butterflies on my panel, and I like this look, but I also want to add a sentiment. So I want to use this sentiment from the stamp set that says thinking of you, and it has the little border around it. So I'm also going to ink that up in the black. I'm going to fussy cut that out. I'm going to stamp that. Alright. Then I'll fussy cut that out as well. I'm not the best at fussy cutting. Okay, so I'm just going to make it a little bit more neat. Leaving a little bit of white border. Okay, so next I'm going to take my paint marker again, and I'm just going to go right around the sentiment with that. Okay. So next I'm just going to grab my card base here. I'm just going to put this down so that I don't get anything on my card base. And I am going to just use some double-sided adhesive, and I am going to just adhere my panel down first. I'm just going to use my tool pick here and go ahead and pull that off, and then I'm just going to adhere it to my card front. Alright, so I'm just going to put it down with a little bit of a border around, just like that. So this is what we have. And then I will be using some of my adhesive dots to put my butterflies down. Because like I said, I don't really want them to be two-dimensional, but I'm only going to stick them down in the middle. That always gets stuck to my hand. And one more. This time I'm going to leave a little bit of a space because I want to put my greeting in between these two. Okay. And for my greeting, do I want to? No, I'm not going to pop it up. I am just going to adhere it right down, I think. Yeah. So I'm just going to adhere it down with double-sided tape. Okay, so this is a really clean and simple card, but it's so pretty, and the gold on there makes it that much more elegant. And I could like add some sequin. Let me see. I don't have my gold sequin around right now, but I could definitely add some sequin, some gold sequin or something like that. But I think it looks really pretty like that. So that's the first card. Okay, so for the next card, I am going to cut a panel for the front. I'm going to take a piece of heavyweight cardstock, and I am going to cut a panel that is 3 3/4 by 8 3/4. Alright. And I am going to move some of my scratch paper over here out the way. And I'm going to bring in my little makeup brush that I have here. I'm going to bring in my little makeup brush and some distress inks. And I'm going to be using Twisted Citron, Fossilized Amber, and Picked Raspberry to add some color to this panel. So I want to start with this one first. And I'm just going to pick up a little ink and start off the side on my craft mat and just brush it onto my card. And I'm just making a little circular movements here. I'm just going to darken it up just a little bit and bring it out a little. I'm just going to wipe this off on my towel. Alright, so next I am going to use the Picked Raspberry. And I am going to bring the color in from the side this time with my brush on an angle. Same here. And go ahead and fade it across the middle. That way I can get a good blend between this one and the line isn't so harsh. Bring it in from the side like that. Alright, I'm going to turn this around and then we'll come in with the green. And the Twisted Citron, it's not too far off from the Fossilized Amber. Well, it doesn't look too far off from that, so I'm going to try to make this a little bit, let's see, be a little bit more heavy-handed with it so that the green color will show up a little bit more. Alright, so I think I like the way that looks. So I'm going to move this out the way and wipe my surface a little bit. Okay, so next I am going to just use my distressed spray bottle, and I'm just going to spray just a little bit of water and just drop it right down on my panel. And you'll see how that water lifts the color. Just going to do that. And next I am going to take one of these little doilies that I got from Dollar Tree, and I am just going to cut the doily in half. Okay. And I am going to, I need to make that a little straighter actually. Probably should have just cut it on my paper trimmer. And I'm just going to adhere that down to my panel like so. I'm going to use my art glitter glue for this part. So I'm just going to add just a tiny bit of glue all around here so it will stick. Okay. By this doily being so thin, the glue may show through, but it's fine because we're going to distress this even more. So I'm just going to place this right down on the edge of my panel. So this is what we have. Okay. So next I'm going to bring out an oldie but a goodie, and I got this years ago. It's the shimmer spray by Recollections. It's the spray ink. It's simply pastel, and this is the pink one, and I'm just going to spray a few really noticeable sprays, on there. And we'll wipe up some of that. And I'm just going to hit it with my heat gun just a little bit. Alright. So next I am going to find one of the papers from the card kit, and I'm going to be using this one, and I am going to use my VersaFine Black Onyx ink again, and I am going to take a different butterfly this time. I'm going to take the largest butterfly from the stamp set. It's this really pretty butterfly, and mount it on my block. I'm just going to ink that up, and I am going to stamp it on top of this printed paper, this designer paper. Okay. And then I will fussy cut it out. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and I have already fussy cut one off camera, so I'm going to be using that one, and it looks like this. So I'm going to bring my panel back and just decide where I want to place my butterfly on this panel. And also there is a sentiment in here that says, even as the rain pours, I am here for you. And so I'm going to use that sentiment, and I have already stamped and cut that out, and it looks like this. And I am just going to just decide where I want that, and I'm going to go ahead and just grab a scratch sheet of paper to protect my my card base. And I'm going to bring my card base in, which I have another white side folding card base, and I am going to go ahead and glue down my card base. And this time I'm going to use just the regular craft glue, my art glitter glue. And I am just going to adhere that right to the front of my card. Okay. So now I will take another one of these glue dots and just glue the middle of my little butterfly down on my card panel like that. And I will use glue dots for the sentiment as well, just to give it just a little bit of dimension. It won't give it much, but just enough. These little paper backings always seem to want to stick. Always seem to want to stick to my hand. It's like static. But I'm trying to use these little glue dots up. I have so many of them. And I'm sorry it looks so messy and unorganized right here in my workspace. It's just because I don't have a large enough workspace for everything. And so everything's all over the place. So I am going to start off of the side right over the butterfly and attach my sentiment. So this is what this one looks like. And for this one, I will add some sequin. Do I want to add sequin? No, I won't. I will add some adhesive pearls. So we'll do that right there. See a little bit of my doily lace coming up, so I'm going to add just a tad bit more glue right there. I don't want that to come up. Okay, so this is the second card. really pretty. And sorry about the lighting. I know it's coming across a little dark. All right, so that is my second card. Okay, and then the last card that I am going to make, I have already done some prep for it. I cut a green card base, and this is one of the Simon Says stamp card stocks that came in a kit that I had a long time ago. I have like a whole collection of the Simon Says stamp card stock. I couldn't really tell you what color this is. And I also cut a panel from this metallic, gold metallic cardstock, and this is a lightweight 65-pound cardstock that I got from Michael's a while back. And also this pretty paper that came in the card kit. I cut this in half, and I believe I want to use this half. So this is going to go right here. I also stamped and embossed, heat embossed, this beautiful friend sentiment. And I use this gold embossing powder, and I did that off of camera as well, just for a little bit of prep. And I did that on this green, this pretty green cardstock. So that looks really pretty. And this is a pretty simple card, but I really like it. You know what? I think I'm gonna use, I'll use double-sided adhesive for this one. One more. I have so much double-sided adhesive tape. I always tell y'all that because I always buy it whenever I see it, especially at Dollar Tree. I always just grab one or two when I'm in Dollar Tree. So I have like an abundance, and I decided I need to start using some of this stuff that I have because I'm just basically hoarding it. Takes a little bit extra time when you're dealing with this double-sided adhesive, having to pull the backing off, but I don't have to really worry about puckling of glue up under here now. But I do have to be careful and make sure I know where I want my placement at. Alright, so that's that. And I can use liquid glue on this part. And I am just going to adhere this straight down as well. Oops. Okay. Got a little bit of glue on my foil. Alright, that looks so pretty. Look at that. Okay, so then I am going to go ahead and adhere this down on top of my little piece of gold, the sentiment. I'm going to go right in the middle, I hope. Just go ahead and push that down. A little bit of seepage of my glue. Okay. And next I want to just adhere this right across the center of my card. I think that's pretty. So this is what we have. And I think I want to add some of these pearls on here. One of those butterflies will look pretty on here too. So this is what we have. So we just made 3 cards, all slimline cards. I'm going to clear off my workspace and then I want to take some pictures of my cards and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, so I am just wanting to do one more show of the 3 cards I made. This is the one with the gold. Very simple card, but it's so pretty. And then this one, I thought this one was really pretty too. A lot of shine from that metallic paper. And it's the designer paper that came in the kit that make this card. So this is pretty simple too. So this is basically just using your paper, one of the stamps, and some heat embossing to make this card here. It's really pretty. I'm sorry about that shine. I know you can hardly see it, but it's really pretty. I like that collage look on the paper. And then the last one, I really like this one too. The ink blending and the splatter from the sprays and the water. And then fussy cutting, stamping on the pattern paper, fussy cutting it out using the doily. Really pretty. So all just really easy cards to make, and I love these slimline cards. Anyway guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, please click the link below to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.